Okay, so we're going to figure out how to put the top on your Christmas bulb. So as you can see here, the Christmas bulb is done, and we are going to figure out how to put this extrusion and the hook on top. So I'm going to delete those things, and we are going to start all over and figure out how to put the extrusion on top and the hook. Alright, so the extrusion on top is going to be on the XZ plane, which is on the bottom right now. We're going to move that to the top, and then put the extrusion. To do that, you have to select plane, which is right here. Go down here where it turns gray, and highlight it and bring it up. My sphere, the bulb is 2 inches, which means if I'm going from the bottom to the very top, I'll need to type in 2 inches right here. So it is 2. And that's my working plane. Now on this working plane, if I hover over it, it turns gray. I'm going to right click, I'm going to do a new sketch. On this sketch is where I'm going to put the circle, and that circle is going to be, I can put anything you want, but for me I'm going to put it in 0.5, half an inch is what it is, half of an inch. And finish the sketch, and there it is. Now we're going to extrude that circle. And when we extrude it, it automatically selects the first option here. But what happens though is if I zoom in, there's a gap between the extrusion and the actual sphere. So I can, second direction would go inside, we don't want that one either. Third direction is symmetrical, which means it's half in, half out. And this last one is what we want. And we can place this and put it at 0.05. And all that means is this 0.05 is how far down it's going. It's going up 0.35 and down into the bulb 0.05. And we say OK. That part is done. I've got my extrusion. Now we need to put the hook on top. That hook, if I go to my home screen, I want it to be on the front. And my XY plane is the front. So I'm going to hover over it, turns gray, right click, new sketch. I'm going to pull that down, and then I'm going to zoom in. Now if I hold my shift button and my scroll button at the same time and I pull it down, I'm able to see the very top of that. And that's really what I want to see. I'm going to put 3 points. Select the point. I'm going to put 3 points. One right in the center. I'm going to put one to the left, a good distance away. You don't have to put it at any specific distance, but it should be a pretty good distance. And the other one about the same. And then I'm going to dimension those two. From the center to that one, I know that it's 1.72, okay? 0.172, sorry. And from here to here, it is also, it's 0.168, so I'm going to go 0.172 just to make sure both of them are the same. Alright? Now that's done, and now I want to make my hook, and the way that I do that is using my arc tool. So I'm going to click on arc, go down here, it turns green to the very last point that I made, it turns green, and we'll make it 0.172 as well, and click enter. Now you have at least a 2-dimensional sketch of the hook. I'm going to finish it, and that's what it looks like. Now, to be able to do a sweep, which we're getting ready to do, you have to put circles on the bottom end of this hook. And so to do so, if I hover over the top of my extrusion, this is the extrusion, hover over the top, it turns gray, right click on that, and do a new sketch. Zoom in. Now again, if I click shift and my scroll button and just turn it a little bit, I can see a different angle, which is good. I'm going to click the circle, and I'm going to go to where my hook ends, right here, and you can make this, I'm going to make mine 0.1. I'm going to make it a little bigger than normal. And here, I'm going to go 0.1. And there it is. Finish the sketch, and now we're ready to do a sweep. Zoom in, ready to do a sweep, so I'm going to click sweep, click the bottom circle, click the arc, and I'm going to say OK, and now you have finished the top of your bulb. And I can go back through, click on YZ plane, shift, hold shift down, click on XZ, keep holding shift down, XY, right click, and then click on visibility, and it helps you see. I still have another work plane one right there. Right click on it, click visibility. Now I can see my entire that's how you put the top on the Christmas